long time waiting for you to be. Let's name a child. Let's name her Nadia. Nadia Binta. Nadia Kachebee. Look at their smile. Let's name her. Let's name my baby. Let's name my baby Nadia. Let's name her. Let's name my baby. Let's name my girl Nadia. Let's name her. Let's name my baby. Let's name my girl Nadia. Let's name her. Let's name my baby. Let's name my girl Nadia. Let's name her. Let's name my baby. Let's name my baby Nadia. Let's name her. Let's name my baby. Let's name my girl Nadia. Alhamdulillah. I hope you really enjoyed that. Of course, that was written for my first daughter Nadia, but I would definitely be in trouble if I didn't do the next tune for my youngest daughter Jinnah. So I don't want them to have any issues. And for me, of course, it allows me to move from R&B to some jazz. So the next tune we'll do is some Latin jazz called Mi Jinnah Amor. For those who may not be aware, Jinnah is an Arabic word where the root meaning actually means heaven. So I'll do Mi Jinnah Amor. right. Cool, cool. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much. Alhamdulillah. Hope everyone is enjoying that. Again, that song is called Me Jinnah Amor. A little background about that. I had just graduated from school when that tune came to me. And my band wasn't put together at the time. So I'm in Pasadena, California in the studio. And I tell my mentor, Nolan Shahid, I say, hey, I just have this tune. I want the best musicians on it. And he was like, okay. The next day, I come in the studio, Michael Jackson's piano player is sitting there. I felt like I was going to throw up. But it was such a wonderful experience. Joel Scott, the late Joel Scott, he's passed on now, is probably the greatest musician I've ever played with. His musicianship on such a high level. But anyway, that's who you hear on the piano in the background on Me Jinnah Amor. Okay, so I won't get in trouble and be in the doghouse. The next tune I'm going to do, of course, will be dedicated to my wife. I've been married a long time now, alhamdulillah. All praises are due to God, for those who may not understand the Arabic. And I wrote this tune, I guess, during the honeymoon period of our marriage. And the tune is called Beautiful. And for a long time, the melody different parts of the song came immediately, but I couldn't complete it. It didn't make sense until years later. So I guess there are different levels of love. Some of it is instantaneous, and then you need to live life, I guess. But over some time, the rest of the song did come. So I'll do this tune next, and is actually called Beautiful. I appreciate everyone that's chiming in. Thank you again. Happy holidays to everyone. Peace be upon you to everyone. Thank you. So the next tune is called Beautiful. I love the way you make me feel when I see you braiding your hair. Only you can complete me. No other lady can ever come. Hold you in my arms this time. Stare into your eyes when I hold you near. Never tire of a love you find. I resolve to comfort you. I'll be a fool to throw this away. Yes, I will, because I need you. Never leave you, don't be afraid. Because it's so beautiful to me, yeah, Lord. Girl, you're so beautiful to me, yeah. Our love is so beautiful to me, yeah. You're so beautiful to me, yeah. I look forward to the quiet times when you whisper sweet songs to me. Only you can excite my heart. Irresistible love for me. Hold you in my arms this time. Stare into your eyes when I hold you near. Never tire of a love you find. My resolve to comfort you. I feel affection only for you. Yes, I do. So never forget this. Always been in love with you. Because it's so beautiful to me. Yeah, Lord. Girl, you're so beautiful to me. Yeah, Lord. so beautiful to me. Yeah, yeah. You're so beautiful to me. Yeah.
You know I'll play it safe, put you in first place. Let me tell you how I feel about it. Looking at your beautiful face, no need for you being lonely. When you're all alone, you can call me. True playing the free, how you know me. Thugging it all off with my homies. Matter of fact, baby girl, that's true. Give it up just to be with you. Looking at your beautiful face. Looking at your beautiful face.
I'll be a fool to throw this away. Yes, I would, because I need you. Never leave you, don't be afraid. Because it's so beautiful to me. Yeah, yeah, Lord. Girl, you're so beautiful to me. Yeah. Love is so beautiful to me, yeah, yeah. It's so beautiful to me, yeah. It's so beautiful, girl. It's so beautiful to me. It's so beautiful to me, my love, my love, my love. You're so beautiful, you're so good to me, yeah. You're so beautiful to me, yeah. All right. Alhamdulillah. I don't think I'm going to be in the doghouse now. All right. What I'm thinking about doing is taking this back even a little further. So even though beautiful appeared at the very beginning, like I mentioned, of my wife, really us getting to know each other, that tune took a long time to manifest itself. And by the time it did, it kind of turned into a little R&B and slight hip hop. But there is one tune that came early and it was completed early. And it's actually called Our Night. And essentially the premise of it is, me as a man is appreciating my wife. I got the kids at the babysitter. I already got the dinner reservation set up. And we're about to hit the lights, dinner, dancing, romance. You know what it is. So that's the premise of Our Night. And it's a fun tune. Wrote it in the late 90s. So it has that old 90s feel to it. I hope you like it. Inshallah. This is Our Night. On the electric slide, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and party. Come on. It's about a man putting romance back into his marriage. The children's at the babysitters. Yeah. It's time for some dinner and dancing. Tonight not even on my Sharif. I'll do me and romancing. The lamb's waiting right outside. It's time to hit the city lights. Don't look surprised, you rock the flowers. Yeah. Would you like some kisses with them? Yeah. Honeymoon revisited now. Yeah. It's time to relax, my darling. Tonight not even Valentino can be as handsome as me, no. So it's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. It's our night. It's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. It's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. Tonight I even over Sharif, and I'll do me and the romancing. So it's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. It's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. It's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. It's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. It's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. It's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. It's time to get your shoes and get your groove on. It's our night. It's our night. All right. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Okay. All right. So let's move on. And what I'm thinking about doing is moving on to some more jazz, but I think I want to ease into it instead of going just straight ahead. I'll probably do some fusion jazz in the form of Red Clay, and then we'll move more into some straight ahead in the form of Four. I think Four came out about 1956 with John Coltrane and Miles Davis. So no joke. Those are the real masters. I'm just a student, but those are the real killers. But we'll start with Freddie Hubbard, and inshallah we'll do some Red Clay. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. And Rod Temperton. Yeah, I love Rod Temperton. Yeah, Rod Temperton. It's no joke, Sister Kimberly. I love Rod Temperton. He was a great writer, profound writer. Even before he, very quickly, Rod Temperton is the one who wrote Thriller. For those who don't know, he actually wrote the song Thriller for Michael Jackson. And when it first came out, I think it was called Starlight. And Quincy Jones didn't like the title. Rob was like, okay, I got 99 others. So before Rob would even get into the lyric writing, Rod Temperton would write 100 different titles of the song, and we'll have so many different versions of that same song. I mean, these are true masterminds, master songwriters, and composers. All right. Okay, so we'll go straight to Red Clay. Right. That's what we need. We need some of that red clay. Um, we students of Imam Muhammad know what I'm talking about. You know, God willing, we're going to definitely get some red clay and more. You know, we plan on building cities. We definitely plan on building cities. Um, you know, I'm a student. For those who may not be aware, my Christian friends, um, the most influential or powerful African American in history is actually the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And some of his top students, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, you know, the great fighter, the boxer, and my hero and teacher, Imam Wharfdeen Muhammad. And I know back in the 60s and the 50s, you know, we had some very serious times. And even now, we're going through some serious times in our country. But back in those days, um, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was calling for separation, and he was uh, calling for that so we African Americans could reconstitute, get ourselves together post slavery, post Jim Crow. The Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King was calling for integration and calling for everyone to be human and to come together. So those were kind of competing forces. Imam Muhammad wanted us to go even beyond Dr. King, you know, who's very beautiful, have very beautiful vision. Imam Muhammad wanted us to surpass the dream and the vision of Dr. King and to build cities, to build New Africa throughout the United States. The Chinese have, what is it, Little China, right? Little China. Um, the Italians have a little, no, pardon me. Chinese have Chinatowns, New York, LA, San Francisco. The Italians have Little Italy. Where's New Africa? So we students of Imam Muhammad intend on building New Africa. The record company that I've developed is actually called New Africa Records and Entertainment. And I'll speak more about that. Thank you for the short commercial break. And what we'll do is go right back into some straight ahead. I will attempt to now honor the great Miles Davis and John Coltrane via Four. And I believe this tune, if I remember correctly, was published in 1956. It's a very beautiful tune, and it's almost timeless. I never get tired of hearing it. Anyway, here we go. Four by Miles Davis. All right, that's four. The great Miles Davis. Um, Now, as I mentioned earlier, I've formed this record company called New Africa Records and Entertainment. The concert that I'm doing now, obviously, is free, and I definitely enjoy doing free concerts. But I don't know if it still show up in the post. I don't see it, but I did put my PayPal account. If you um, like what you're saying, please donate to my PayPal account, and then that will afford me to continue building on New Africa Entertainment. We have a lot of work that we need to do. We have a lot of young people that want to get into the business, get into hip hop and rap. Right now, I think I have like 5 different drum machines and 808 and 909s and different programs that can really help them. But we want to continue to build the capability here so these kids don't have to literally sell their souls to these record companies. We want to be self contained. We're literally building our own Motown, if you will. And speaking of Motown, I'll just mention this very quickly. I had the honor and privilege of meeting the president of Motown, one of the main presidents, attorney Lee Young Jr. When Barry Gordy sold Motown, it was attorney Lee Young that took care of all of the paperwork and the legalities. But anyway, I had a meeting with Lee, and he's passed on since. But before he passed, I obviously had a meeting with him, and I said, Lee, one of my dreams is to build a company like Motown. Lee bust out laughing. He said, well, I still got the blueprints. So from those meetings, we have constructed New Africa Records. You should be hearing more about it. But in the meantime, we're still building the infrastructure. My PayPal account should be up. It's Kachebee Abdullah at Gmail. And if you please reach into your hearts and pockets and purses, and I would appreciate that. Okay, let me get back to work for you. And let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. This is a fan favorite. Every time I perform, a lot of people ask me to do this tune, and I don't blame them. You know, it's a great, great, great tune written by the great Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and they wrote it for Janet Jackson. This is Anytime, Anyplace. That's the jam, huh? Still sound good after all these years. It's about 15 years old, 20 years old. Janet Jackson. Never gets old. Never gets old. Okay, so apparently my PayPal information is not showing up. I'm still getting uh, used to, if it looks to be, let's see, PayPal info looks to be in the post. Okay, information also. Okay. Uh, well, just in case for those who can't see it, the PayPal is actually my first name, last name, and my email. And I'll just quickly spell it. My legal first name is spelled different from my stage name. I put an H in there so everyone can know how to pronounce it. Kachebee, Kachebee. I know. Can imagine the teasing as a kid. All right, but anyway, Kachebee is spelled K like in King, A like in Alpha, C like in Charlie, E like in Edward, B like in baseball, E like in Edward, E like in Edward, and then my last name, which is Abdullah, A like in Alpha, B like in baseball, D like in David, U like in umbrella, L as in Lima, L as in Lima, A as in Alpha, H as in Henry, and then at gmail.com, at Gmail. So that's pretty much it. It's just Kachebee Abdullah at gmail.com. And that will go, straight to my PayPal. Then that way I can continue to purchase equipment, continue to prepare for the next level. We want to launch New Africa Records hopefully by the end of next year. We're looking to do some other things in the beginning of 2021, but we really want to. Thank you, Kimberly. That's exactly it. What we really want to do is be prepared to help help people, and not just Muslims, and not just African Americans. Let me give you an example on one of the reasons why I'm very serious about doing our own record company. Two quick things. Back in 1992, my brothers and I, we were signed with Island Polygram Records. And even then, we weren't really paid a lot of money in signing with that company. And out of the little money that they did pay us, we had to pay back all of the advances first before we even could take care of ourselves. That's the old model. Guess what? It's worse now. So we have superstar artists like Bette Midler. Back in the days, in the 70s and 80s, she would sell 1 million copies of her songs. That's probably 1.5 million or a little more gross income. Today, she sold 1 million copies of her song. Because it was streamed, you know how much they paid her? I'm not exaggerating. They paid her $6,000 because the highest pay method, I believe, is Apple Music, if they're still going. They even pay more than Spotify and Tidal. They pay 0.006 cents for every song that you sell. There is no way any musician can live on that. That's like throwing everything away. And because of the pandemic, a lot of musicians are not touring, and a lot of musicians are now selling out their catalogs. So anyway, long story short, what we want to do with New Africa, once we have our own streaming service, once we have our own record label, we want to pay the artists what they're supposed to get paid, period. And we don't have to worry about competing with no one, because the artists will come to us once they find, oh, this is how much Sony is paying, this is how much Warner Brothers is paying, and you guys are paying. Whoa, how do I sign up with New Africa? And it's not just for Black people. It's not for African Americans. It's for everyone who wants a fair shake. Okay. Enough. All right. Let me get back to work for you. That's fun to give you the background of why I formed New Africa and what we intend to do with the record label. So anyway, let me get back to work for you. Thank you. Okay. I think I'm going to break out some Avant. I think this is a very cool tune. I think you'll like it. This is Avant. Get my Okay, again, I really appreciate that. I know we're kind of going over time, but I started a little late. So if you can bear with me, I wanted to at least squeeze in two more tunes. I'm looking for some sheet music. And if I can't find it, we're going to just do straight up jazz. It's pure improvisation. So what I'm going to do, let's start off with some Wayne Shorter. I want to do Wayne Shorter because he's very strange. You know, I love his compositions. My oldest daughter thinks he's a weirdo, and I just think he is a genius. You probably misunderstood genius. Yeah, I definitely want to do some Wayne Shorter, and then we'll end the night with some Coltrane. And I'll try to see if I can come off a memory. Just bear with me. Give me one moment. Okay, let's go for it. We'll do some juju, and then we'll end perhaps with some Naima. We'll see how that works out. All right, thank you. Love the song. So beautiful. Yeah, that's some juju right there. Very strange chord progressions. I love that tune. I love that tune. Hey, someone like me, Sister Cami. I think Cami is chiming in from, I want to get it right, Malaysia or Indonesia? I think it's Malaysia. Malaysia. Excellent. I'm glad to see you. And then we got definitely brother Pasha Khan. We're going to need you to break out your horn soon, brother. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum, brother Omar, as well. Peace be unto you, to everyone else. And happy holidays to all of my Christian friends, my Jewish friends who are celebrating the holidays as well. I want to say happy holidays to you as well. Okay. It looked like I'm going to just do one more. And of course, I will definitely do my best to honor the great Coltrane. My professors informed me, but I believe this anyway, that he's considered the greatest musician that ever lived. There's some technical reasons for that, but I won't go into those details now. Maybe next time. But anyway, we'll end with Naima. I believe he wrote this tune for his wife. You know, I opened up the program singing a tune that I wrote for my wife called Beautiful. So I'll end with a tune Coltrane wrote for his wife, Naima. Naima. Okay, here we go. Okay, thank you again. Thank you so much. Again, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the concert. Please enjoy your holidays and just take it easy. I'm wishing peace on this nation. We definitely need it. Peace and blessings to all of my friends. and hopefully I'll see you soon. On to the next one. Perla, don't use Cash App, but if you don't have PayPal, that's okay. But if you wind up getting PayPal, then please, please, please help, and then we can continue to build for the future, build for our people. And I appreciate that. Thank you, Pearlie. Thank you so much. And again, everyone, have a good night. Peace.